Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Well, to start out with, I was just thinking today that I mentioned it came up yesterday in a reading how the most important things surrounding and concerning Harry and Meghan are the things that they will never discuss. That's never asked about in readings, not in readings, excuse me, in interviews because they prohibit it. They prevent the journalists from asking about these topics. And, number one, this is a list I thought of. If you think if I'm missing anything, let me know. But this is what I thought of: the belly bump, and the belly bumps, and of course the surrogacy, like who gave birth to those children. The AI videos that Meghan always posts on her Instagram accounts. Now, I think V was for vaxes. I had come up with the acronym BAVSS, but I think V was when the vaccines were out, 2020, 2021, when it was a big thing and everybody's coming out and getting the shots. And now Harry and Meghan did do Vax Lives, but they never themselves said anything about the vaccines, nor did they ever pose for a picture taking it, unlike William and Catherine and many others, which I found very suspicious. Considering what a narcissist and attention seeker Meghan is, you would think she would have been first in line to have her picture taken, but that never happened. Harry and Meghan never took the shot. There's no photos of them out there. They never discussed it. It was never asked, never discussed. Of course, the Sussex Squad is another one. They have been publicly aligned with them, posing for pictures with them, calling them. There is at one point they called Danny Trin, one of the Sussex Squad members. So, they raised money together. But other than that, when the Sussex Squad is attacking people, getting journalists fired, attacking Catherine, Harry and Meghan have nothing to say, complete silence. And the last one is Soho House and the Epstein connections. So with the Epstein files being released, a lot more people talking and dissecting about it. I've heard Paula Emma's done a really thorough job on this. I haven't gone through her stuff yet. Hi, Judy. Hi, Bethany. Bettina, how are you? Thanks for being here. Yeah, so I wanted to look at now. I did watch Lauren, the Insider. I find her videos very informative and well done. She's a professional PR person. And she put up this great collage on her video that I had to take a snap of because I thought it was perfect. We're all familiar with a lot of these pictures over the years. But, only finally now it's like, now that we have the Epstein files and everybody's putting everything together, we can finally maybe get to the bottom of this and maybe finally get Harry and Meghan to talk, get them to answer some questions, because Meghan is without a doubt tightly connected to Epstein, not only through Soho House Prince Andrew and Ron Burkle. You can see on the bottom here, Ron Burkle, Bill Clinton, and Epstein together. Ron Burkle, owner of the Soho House, who Marcus Anderson, that's always by Meghan's side. Well, Marcus Anderson is Ron Burkle's assistant. So there you have that connection. And then you also have another interesting connection, which is Meghan Markle's friendship with Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend. Now, apparently, Jeffrey Epstein had a very young but girlfriend that he apparently loved tremendously and willed everything to her in his will. Gave her his houses, money, jewels, everything Epstein had, he gave to this woman, Karyna Shuliak. And Karyna Shuliak and Meghan Markle were friends. And this is a picture of them together posing with Misha Nunu and some other people here. I'm not sure who everyone is here, but Meghan is also good friends, or at least friends, with Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend, who's a dentist as well. She's from Belarus. She came to America to study, go to dental school. We all seen that picture in Jeffrey Epstein's island with his dental chair there. And here again is another picture of Meghan Markle with Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend, Karyna Shuliak. Yeah. So a lot of connections here. And last but not least, Lauren reminded me of the fact that Virginia Jeffrey's lawyer suggested that Meghan Markle would be called to testify in the case with Virginia Jeffrey against Prince Andrew, which suggested that, Meghan was there and knew what Prince Andrew did with Epstein, and probably Beatrice as well as Eugenie, because there are pictures of Meghan at Soho House with Beatrice and others. So, yeah, a lot of connections here of Meghan to Epstein that, of course, you're never going to hear Meghan and Harry talk about, but it's everywhere and everybody's talking about it. She cannot avoid this one. Pictures galore and so many connections, more like at least 3 connections Meghan has to Epstein. His girlfriend, the Soho House, Ron Burkle, Prince Andrew, and yeah, it's 3, right? Yeah, so I want to look at that today and throw some cards because I haven't looked at this before for a reading in analyzing Meghan Markle's connection. So even AI is talking about it. Okay, you do a search of Meghan Markle, Ron Burkle. It talks about how Ron Burkle is a billionaire investor, majority owner of Soho House, been repeatedly linked to Meghan Markle. Some say that she spent 2 weeks on his private yacht before meeting Harry. Some sources allege that Meghan targeted Prince Andrew, a known associate of Burkle, before shifting focus to Prince Harry. Some point 2 here. So when I read that, I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. Because Meghan is older, divorced, not very attractive. It was really out of her league, in my opinion, to be going after someone like Prince Harry, who's younger than her, an eligible prince. And as we know, Prince Harry has a type, which is the thin blonde, type of girl. It was just so impossible, if you think about it, that Meghan would think that she could get Prince Harry. Basically because she's older, number one. I mean, Meghan was like 40 when she met him, right? She's, older than she said she was, probably. So it's really a stretch that she got Harry. Now, I guess people underestimated how dumb Prince Harry is. How drugged up and dumb. So I'm thinking Meghan did target Prince William. That would make sense. Prince Andrew, excuse me, not William. She probably was targeting Prince William. She's so full of herself. But I could definitely see Meghan at that time thinking, well, I don't have a chance with Harry. I'll go for Andrew. Because Andrew was divorced, right? Separated. And Meghan really wanted that royal wedding. So I want to see if that's true or not. If Meghan was aiming for Andrew. Yeah, was she trying to get Prince Andrew, under her sway? They were trying to get him to take her seriously as a girlfriend. Wow. Then she goes and gets Harry, huh? Let's see. Let's look at this relationship. Before Meghan set her sights on Harry and she realized what a dum-dum he is and went for him. All Meghan had to do is get some ayahuasca, and right? She could lure Harry in with some drugs, but pretty much all it takes with him, I think. Yeah. She would have preferred Prince William. Oh, yeah. Of course she would have preferred William. You know that. In a million years. Gross. That's just gross to think about. But anyways, William and Catherine are made for each other. They're just like the perfect couple, right? They just look perfect. Everything's perfect about them. Anyways, there's the perfectly happy couple meeting at school. Anyways, let's look at Meghan and Prince Andrew and what their relationship was from Meghan's perspective. Was she trying to bed him? Was she trying to seduce him and make her his own before Harry? Was she expecting to get him? Let's do a quick reading on that one first. Meghan Markle before Prince Harry. Was she targeting Prince Andrew? Let's see what the cards show. Oh my God. Look at that. Lovers. Oh, yeah. Maybe they were lovers. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They sleep together? That's a dumb question, right? I'll ask it anyways. I'll ask it anyways. Oh, she was targeting him. Did Meghan sleep with Prince Andrew? For entertainment purposes only. Allegedly, allegedly. Did Meghan sleep with Prince Andrew? Is there anyone on earth Meghan hasn't slept with? I mean, it's kind of, I know this is a dumb question, but I'm asking it anyways. Oh my goodness. Did Meghan sleep with Prince Andrew? Oh, maybe not. Well, Prince Andrew, actually, this is Prince Andrew. He was horny. Prince Andrew would F a hole in the wall. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did the dirty. Yeah. I'm getting a yes. Didn't go very well, though. I think it was disappointing. Yeah, yeah. Andrew was a horn dog in his day. He probably still is. Yeah, gross. Exactly. Can you imagine how gross? You don't even want to imagine those two. They're both so gross, but I have to ask because Meghan was targeting him. Meghan wanted to marry Prince Andrew at first. Uh-huh. Yeah, Andrew spent. You mean Meghan spent 3 weeks with Andrew? That wouldn't surprise me. Now, Andrew was friends with Burkle. So if Meghan's sleeping with Andrew to get connections to Burkle, the head of Soho House, that makes sense. Yeah, so I think that now Prince Andrew was friends with Ron Burkle of Soho House, and that got Meghan in with Marcus Anderson. That's what I'm thinking. So let me ask about that. So Prince Andrew was friends with Ron Burkle, owner of Soho House. Did Meghan sleeping with Prince Andrew, is that what got her into the Soho House? Is that what got her in and got Marcus Anderson to help Meghan sidle up to Prince Harry in a bar one day? Is that what happened? Is that what happened? Let's see what the cards show. Oh, big secret. Big secret. Been kept a secret here a long time. Not getting it. This is Meghan trying to get into the Soho House. Yeah. And getting to Harry. I think so. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Meghan used her kitty cat to get into the Soho House. She used her kitty cat with Prince Andrew to get through that wall, that invisible wall, to get into Soho. And it's a big secret. It's been kept secret all these years because nobody wants to think about Meghan Markle with Prince Andrew, but that's what looks like happened, and that's what got Meghan to Soho House. Soho, such a hoe. Oh my goodness. Ugh. The real story is just so gross. You don't want to think about it. Like Netflix, don't even think about making a movie about this. It's just too gross. Nobody wants to, unless they want their vomit bags ready. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So what else does AI have to say about Meghan and Ron Burkle? So theory posits that her connection with Burkle Soho House provide the entry into high society circles, including Croatia's Yacht Week and in 2017 Jamaica wedding, where she reportedly flew privately on Burkle's dime while Harry flew commercially. Burkle's name appears in Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs and contact list. And at the Soho House is where Harry and Meghan had their first date. What a coincidence, not. Uh-huh. Now, it says here that these overlaps fueled speculation about Meghan's past associates, though no direct evidence of her to Epstein. Well, actually, Meghan was friends with Karyna Shuliak, so we have more direct connections of Meghan to Epstein. Very direct to the most closest person to Epstein. Says in January 2026, reports emerged that Burkle is quietly supporting Meghan's business ventures and brand partnerships after major companies backed out over shady conditions. This has reignited debate. So we could thank Ron Burkle for the crappy syrupy jams. Thanks, Ron. Thanks a lot for that crap and her flour sprinkles, her hamster food flour sprinkles. Thanks a lot, Ron. Megan's past is a call girl, yada yada. All right, so there's that. And of course, Marcus Anderson is Ron Burkle's assistant. So that's that connection. There's tons of pictures of Meghan with Marcus Anderson. So now I want to look at Karyna Shuliak. Unless somebody else has another question about this. Anybody have another question about this topic of Meghan with Ron Burkle and Prince Andrew? I think I'm fascinated by it now. I was kind of surprised. I'm like, wow, Jeffrey Epstein had a very girl he was in love with. She was apparently in love with him. That she was the sole, this girl in her 20s when she met Epstein, and Epstein paid for her to go to dental school and everything, and she inherited everything if Epstein is really dead. But apparently he put her in his will, so she inherited everything, all his property. And she was friends with Meghan Markle, hanging out with Meghan Markle. So I want to look at their friendship because that's quite interesting. You can't say Meghan's not connected to Epstein. If she's sitting here, we have at least 2 pictures here of Meghan with Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend hanging out. So, I mean, I'm not saying they're best friends. I don't think anybody can be best friends with Meghan. Meghan normally doesn't like women. But I think Meghan is a brown noser who knows how to suck up to people that will advance her. So I'm thinking that, obviously sucking up to Jeffrey Epstein was Meghan's game. I think Meghan is as bad as Epstein, probably, if not worse. So I'm wondering about this relationship of Meghan with Karyna Shuliak. What a diabolical group, huh? So was Meghan really friends with her? She's still friends with her? Let's find out. Was Meghan really friends with her? What was the basis of this friendship? Well, they're obviously friends. There's the pictures of them, hanging out on a yacht and eating lunch together or whatever. So they're obviously friends, but what kind of friendship are we talking about here? Okay, let me just fix one thing on my computer so I can see comments. He said, you're more fascinated by Marcus. He is Lieutenant Man of Mystery. Yeah, Marcus is another shady character we don't know enough about for sure. I want to look at Meghan to Epstein here with Epstein's girlfriend. That's my interest right now. What was their friendship? What is their friendship now? Is there a friendship now? Now that Meghan's married Harry, she's like dissed everybody. She like ghosted everyone, right? So now that Epstein's been killed or at least disappeared, maybe Shuliak is of no use to Meghan anymore, right? I don't know. Could be, maybe not. Let's find out. All these people are all shady, CIA type people. So let's see. Meghan's friendship with Karyna Shuliak. How is it now? Are they still friends now? Are they still friends now? And are they going to be friends in the future? Are they going to be doing anything in the future together? Like after Meghan divorces and all that. She got to be hooking up with her and hanging out on a yacht together somewhere. Let's find out. Meghan and Karyna Shuliak. Look at the general nature, the energies of their relationship in general. Was it all business? Was it pleasure? Did they really bond together? I think she was much younger than Meghan. Everybody's younger than Meghan. She's so old. Oh, man. Let's find out. What's Meghan's relationship with Karyna Shuliak? Let's see what the cards show. That's the past, present, and going into the future. They're going to be doing anything in the future. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, 8 of Swords. Yeah, afraid of going to prison here. Meghan should be, right? All the crimes her and Harry have committed, but they've been involved with, all the criminal activities. Wow. This could also refer to, trafficking. There's, of course, trafficking going on, other crimes, so many crimes with Epstein that he's connected to. You have to wonder, how did Meghan not know, or excuse me, how did Meghan know not to take the vax? As she just happens to be close friends with Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend, and Jeffrey Epstein helped work out making the money from this bioweapon. All coincidence, I'm sure, all coincidence. So Meghan and Karyna Shuliak, what was their relationship like? Ooh, Knight of Cups reversed. The Chariot. Hmm. And Page of Swords. Well, this was not one of being chummy for chummy's sake. This is one of Meghan being friendly with this younger person in order to try to make herself more powerful by aligning herself with Epstein or getting close to him in his inner circle there, hanging out with Karyna. And of course, Meghan was there, being slippery, sneaky, manipulative. Yeah, so this was strategic, of course, and it was Meghan. Yeah, Meghan's climbing that greasy pole, So it was definitely not a friendship of honestly liking each other. You said Andrew spent time in college in Canada around the time he conceived a child. Yeah, I heard that. I heard about that. Poor child. Who's now an adult, right? Yeah, good question. Where is Karyna now? She's put up there's a new X account that just opened. They're claiming it's her, but people are saying it's fake. So I don't know. Yeah, I haven't searched though. But I don't think anyone can find her because now that this Epstein stuff is blown up, she's like gone under. She's gone undercover there. Mm. Are they friends now? Let's see. Meghan and Karyna, are they friends now? Oh, wow. 2 of Cups. I think Meghan knows where she is. I think they're still friends. I think they're still talking to each other. King of Swords through Marcus Anderson, perhaps. Oh, 3 of Pentacles. Still working together behind the scenes here in those tunnels under Little St. James. Oh, yeah. Where do you think Meghan got her children from? I think Karyna might know. Just saying. I'm getting all positive cards upright, and the 2 of Cups. Without a doubt, Meghan is still friends with her and still in contact with her, either directly or through, I think, Marcus Anderson. Yeah. Or someone else. I got a man here. They both talk through, if not together. So yeah, so Meghan's still in touch with her. She knows where she is. Yeah, ask her. It's another question to ask Meghan. So where is Karyna these days? Karyna, if I'm saying her name. So how about in the future? Is Meghan and Karyna going to get together and do stuff in the future? I got Page of Pentacles. Reversed. Strength. And, Emperor. Look at that. Oh, yeah. 2 major arcanas. Yeah, I see them continuing their work together. I see them doing something possibly with the government or else working together on some type of organization here. Criminal organization, I would assume, with Meghan. Yeah. They have all the same connections, the money. Yeah. They're absolutely going to be doing more together in the future. I mean, Ron Burkle is behind Meghan's jam. Who would imagine that one, that the owner of Soho House is the one. And that must be why Meghan went to Soho House to do a display of it, right? all makes sense now. It's like, yeah, because Ron Burkle was backing it all up. Wow, that terrible syrupy jam that you pour out like liquid. That's Ron Burkle. That's paying for that. That's the whole thing is just such a sick joke, isn't it? Yeah, all of it's just so sickening and gross. Yeah, and all Meghan Markle goes back to Jeffrey Epstein through Karyna Shuliak, Karyna Shuliak. Wow, look out, Karyna. Karyna's much younger than her. I think of that. Meghan's like being clever, trying to keep her close. Yeah. Let me see how. Now, Karyna, I mean, I don't know her, but looking at the picture, she was very young when she met Epstein. She's like 20 years old. So, but still, she seemed to really have no idea what he was up to, or she acted that way anyway. She was definitely there and involved. She must have known what he was up to because she's inheriting everything. So let's see here. Karyna, how does Karyna feel about Meghan Markle? What's her attitude towards Meghan Markle? She's just really dumb and not know? Or is she very smart and like a criminal like Meghan? Are they like two peas in a pod? I don't get that Meghan thinks very highly of her. I think Meghan was social climbing with her. Everybody would have been. Imagine if you're the girlfriend of Jeffrey Epstein at the height of his power, everybody's going to be, kissing your butt, right? And that appears to be what happened. And Karyna is very young. She's like an early 20 something girl. She has all these powerful people, fawning over her. Yeah, naturally, it's going to be go to your head, right? But let's see, how did Karyna feel about Meghan? How does she feel about Meghan? And I get, 5 coins reversed. They're both out in the cold for sure. They've both been rejected by society. She's holding on to everything Epstein gave her. Oh, yeah, she thinks negatively of Meghan. She's like, Meghan's such a dumb hoe. Wow. Yeah, not positively. But you know what? Because they're both thrown out, because they're both scandal, they're both connected to Epstein, and they're both out of polite society, basically, you could say. They're both so scandalous now. They're both, untouchable women. But they do have money. I mean, Karyna has all of Epstein's money, and Meghan's going to get as much she can off Harry and the family. So they're going to be friendly even so, because they're both, criminals, and they're both so infamous now. So they're connected anyways. So, but I don't think they're close friends at all. I don't think anyone could be a close friend with Meghan. Yeah, Marcus is still central. Yeah, Ron would never have known Meghan if not for Marcus. Actually, I think it's the opposite. I think Meghan slept with Prince Andrew. Andrew connected her to Ron Burkle, and then Ron Burkle put Meghan with Marcus. And now Marcus is by Meghan's side. That's the way I think it went down. It's what seems to make sense with the scenario being played out. That's what I'm getting here. Could be wrong. I mean, this whole thing is a lot of moving parts to this. It's very complex, but worthwhile looking into, because the journalists aren't going to look into this. So it's like the YouTubers need to talk about it more. So any coverage on it, I think more and more people need to discuss this and sort of piece this together, because it's not that complex, and more is coming out. And, Epstein is connected with so much, not only the child trafficking and all the DNA stuff, genetic modifying that was going on with those mRNA injections, working with, Epstein was with Bill Gates. The two of them are best buddies. Bill Gates is getting STDs from Russian girls that he set up with Jeffrey Epstein, right? And Harry and Meghan are friends with Bill Gates. And none of them took a vaccine. You notice that? Interesting. Because they all knew, they were all in it together. They're all from the same group. Wow, that's what I'm getting. That's the story I'm getting from all this. So yeah, I'm sure more to come out. So they need to be asked about this again. Harry and Meghan have a lot of topics that they'd never answered to, and they need to answer, and they need people to be confronting them. If there's something else, I don't know if the V was something else. I think it was vaccines what I was thinking of. There's something else that's a big, major things that Harry and Meghan have been sidestepping and not answering and being completely silent on, and thinking they can get away with it, that people are just going to forget and move on to the next Instagram reel or whatever, or next interview. Like they think they can just avoid all this, and that's not the case. It's going to keep coming up again and again. And I think we need to keep bringing it up again and again. That's what I say. So anyway, so there you have it. Meghan Markle and the Epstein gang. I'm sure there'll be more. If you have any questions, let me know. But thank you all for being here. Great chatting with you. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening. All right, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.